You know what's funny? When you're in your 20s, you can skip the warm up, hit the gym, and somehow wake up fine the next day. But by your 30s, 40s, and 50s, the warm up takes longer than the workout, and the recovery feels like it needs its own training block, right? You go up the stairs and you think, okay, who added gravel to my knees? All right, let's unpack why that happens and what we can actually do about it. Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Hahn, co founder of HealthFit Physical Therapy and Chiropractic here in Pasadena. We help active adults, athletes, and weekend warriors figure out why their body stopped bouncing back and how to rebuild it without relying on meds or surgery. Here's the truth: this isn't about flexibility or mobility, it's about tissue health. Because by the time you've hit your 30s and 40s, you've already logged thousands of miles on your body. There's tread missing on those tires even if the engine still runs great. So yeah, movement still matters. Strength, mobility, recovery, they are all key. But if the tissue itself isn't responding, you can't stretch or strengthen your way out of it. That's where regenerative therapies come in. And honestly, this is where the science gets exciting. So let's start simple. Radial pressure wave therapy. Think of this one as the wake-up call. It sends mechanical sound waves into tight or fibrotic tissue. It's like knocking on the door and saying, hey, this area still matters. Let's get it moving again. We use it for old injuries, hamstrings, IT bands, and Achilles pain, spots that feel stuck or stubborn. Most people feel looser after the first session, but more importantly, it restarts blood flow and cellular repair. That's the cool part. It's not just loosening tissue, it's reactivating it. Now, if radial is your general tune-up, focused shockwave is your precision instrument. This one goes deep. We can actually target a tendon, ligament, or joint capsule with energy moving faster than the speed of sound. What that does is trigger something called mechanotransduction. Basically, your cells sense the vibration and then they say, oh, time to build new collagen. So instead of covering up pain, we are prompting the body to rebuild tissue. That's why it's so effective for things like chronic patellar tendon pain, plantar fasciitis, or rotator cuff issues. It's like flipping the heel switch back on. All right, let's layer this with something even cooler: EMTT, or electromagnetic transduction therapy. Now, we're not talking about sound, we are talking about energy. EMTT creates a pulsed magnetic field that goes deep into your tissues, recharging the cells, literally. Here's what's wild. As we age, our cells' electrical charge weakens. They communicate slower and they heal slower. EMTT restores that charge so the cells start acting young again, more responsive, more alive. When we combine EMTT with shockwave, it's like reprogramming the hardware and software at the same time. That's where the results multiply. And then you've got hyperbaric oxygen therapy, or HBOT. Now imagine this. You're in a pressurized chamber breathing in enhanced levels of oxygen. Your blood carries up to 10 times more oxygen than normal. That oxygen becomes fuel for your tissue repair. It reduces inflammation, speeds up recovery, and supports cell regeneration all over the body. We've used it post-surgery and after tough training blocks, and even with busy professionals who just want to recover like pros. Think of it as giving your body a turbo boost for healing. So when you put these together, radial for activation, focused shockwave for precision, EMTT for recharging the cells, and HBOT for recovery and regeneration, you're not just managing pain, you're restarting biology. You're helping your body remember how to heal itself. And that's the magic of integrated regenerative care. Let me give you a quick story. We had a 44-year-old weekend basketball player. He loved the game, but his knees were killing him after every run. He tried everything: physical therapy, supplements, rest, you name it. Nothing stuck. We combined focused shockwave to target the tendon, EMTT to recharge his recovery, and a few HBOT sessions to support the process. Within 4 weeks, pain dropped from a 7 out of 10 to a 3 out of 10. By week 8, he was back on the court and saying, hey doc, my knees finally feel springy again. That's what happens when you treat the cause, not just the symptom. So, if you're listening to this thinking, yeah, that sounds like me, here's what I'd recommend. Call and talk to our HealthFit team. They will walk you through what makes sense for your situation. Inquire about an appointment on our website. We'll do a full assessment and build a plan that fits your goals. Or Download our free guide on regenerative therapies. It breaks down each option and shows how they can work together. Because staying active as you age isn't about doing less, it's about getting smarter with how you recover. You've earned the right to keep moving. Let's make sure your body keeps up. Less pain, more living. That's the point. Hey, if you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification for our latest tips coming to you every week. Share this video with your family and friends. It might just make their day a little bit better. I'll see you soon.